Kan shishuhan hapusti aya yelkat ashkalniki alqa ukudat ayaquyawdahayi. Thanks, folks. This is the Hakusti program with more card games. So in this video, we're going to demonstrate two different card games, Memory and GoFish. So there's these cards here. And so after you've practiced them for a long time, we're actually going to remove the English from here once we play the game. So the games are going to really rely on, for memory anyhow, it's going to rely on the emoji and associating the emoji with the Lingít. So we have a set of emotions, and then we have a set of nouns. And so going through, we'll practice these just going through once. Ach eat yan uwaha. Ach tuwu sagu. Ach tuwu yak-e. Ach tuwu yanik. Chagach. Ach eat yatawaha. Chat kaudu wasai. Chat wutlatish. Chat wudachwetl. Aunt chwanuk. Cha tuwu. Shuch. Ch'eshk. Wushnach wushkak. Tz'eqini. Yesh. S'u. Ch'an. Ch'ad. So now we'll remove the English words, which you can certainly use. In this case, if you want to match 3, that would be pretty difficult. But if we were going to do a memory game, we're just trying to match one card with its pair. So in that case, the easiest thing is to remove the English. That way we're associating an image, an object, or an emotion with a phrase or a name. So with our cards laid out, we're going to start playing memory. And the memory we're going to play is going to have two different dynamics. One is where are the cards? I have to remember where the cards are so that I can match them. In addition, I should be practicing to say the phrase or the noun every time I flip a card over. So for example, if it's my turn, I could flip a card over and I could say, Ach tuwu yanik, so that I know I'm just trying to remember what Lingít phrase or name was associated with this particular image. Then I might turn another card over and I'll say shu. So in this case, they don't match. Flip them back over. Try it again. Tz'eqini. And then I'll pick another one. And in this case, I have the English on. So there's on, tz'eqini. Keep going. Ach tuwu yanik. So here, I had this, perhaps here. Oh, there's ch'eshk, like. So as we go and it's someone else's turn, they'll try and match them. Ach tuwu yanik. Ach tuwu yanik. Now you have a match, you get a pair that goes next to you, and you continue until all the cards are gone, and whoever has the most at the end will win. So again, we're turning cards over. If the Lingít is on there, say the word. Yesh. If you're all new at the language, everybody can repeat it after you say it. And then if you get an image, you can try and recall what was with that. Ach tuwu sagu. Maybe ach tuwu yak-e. Chat kaudu wasai. Ach eat yatawaha. Chat wutlatish. Aunt chwanuk. So there's a variety of different ways that you could play this. If you're fairly new to the language, you could flip them all over, say them, and then turn them over so that remembering their location is sort of you get a little bit of a hint there. So there's multiple ways that you could, in terms of working with the language, depending on the age of the players as well. There may be some things that are done to help. But as you go, doing this will give you a physical activity and something to continue to try and match the image to the word or the phrase. Lingít. For playing GoFish with these cards, there's a couple of important vocabulary terms. One is, do you have? So the phrase, there's a fill in the blank. So for example, if I have this card, and I'm wondering, so I have the Lingít name, the word here in Lingít, and I'm wondering if someone else has the image, I'm going to say the name of it followed by the phrase ge ijiwu. Ge ijiwu. So this is how you ask, do you have blank? So in English, usually the thing would go last. Do you have skunk cabbage? In Lingít, the thing you're asking about goes first. Ge ijiwu. Ge ijiwu. So in that case, if this was the other player, they do not have the image of art. So they would say, Klaik astech nagu. So no, go fishing. So in that case, the first player would draw a new card, and they end up with the image of eishko. So in this case, again, so now it would go over to the second player's turn. And so here's two that match. So we just use this as an example. So this player would say, ha tuwu ge ijiwu. And the player would say, na. Or they could say, ha tuwu achjiwu. Na. That player collects it, and they get to keep it as a pair. So the goal here is to collect pairs. Again, so folks get 7 cards. Klaik, dech, nask, dachun, kejin, kleidushu, dachadushu. You might have to vary this a little bit depending on the age of the folks that are playing. For example, some folks, when they play GoFish, you keep going till you get it wrong. So you could conceivably empty all of your cards. You could win on the first round. When you're playing with smaller kids, sometimes it's best that everybody just gets one turn. Again, so here's tseqini. Tseqini ke ijiwu. Tseqini achjiwu. Na. For the phrases, it's a little bit unusual to say an emotion and say, do you have it? So we're stretching the language a little bit here, but this is the game, and so it matches. In this case, you'd say, if you're just speaking the language, that does not make sense. Similar to English, if you said, do you have I'm tired? But in the context of the game, if we were playing a game and that was doing the same thing with English, it would make sense in the context of the game. So there we are, astech nagu and memory. So for memory, we might say, aka dak ka se waha. A person remembers, because the goal here is to talk about remembering where something's located. Yewe ganchish sakuyi inyin qati. Yewe hatuati Lingít yu khatangi aya. Shtakatani shiyeti. Ena teach ganchish